Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had gone on a somewhat sieging spree, and we had taken, I think, Harengoth Castle and Severn Cross Keep, actually making a very nice little border here. But, as you can see, Shieldstorm Keep appears to be a little bit on the outskirts of the Empire, and on top of that, as you can see, we have a huge amount of Noldor patrols in the area, so you can imagine that they are going to be very, very good at defending for us and actually preventing many of the Empire's vassals from getting anywhere close. So this should be an extremely easy siege, and on top of that, it is a ladder castle as well. So, let's see what we can do here. These guys have about 349 units in here, so we shouldn't have too many difficulties, but you know how it is. We are probably going to have some difficulties because it's bear-tilled. And yes, let's hopefully our tea and biscuit saviors will stay alive. And now all we need to do is wait. We just need to wait for our maiden cavalry and rogue Blackheart knights and various other cavalry units that actually have ranged weapons to wear down the opponent, at least the opponent that are currently waiting on the garrison walls, because once we have cleared out a couple here, we'll actually be able to head up and deal some significant damage in melee, or at least that is my hope anyway. Now I am taking a little bit of damage from that fellow over there. How dare you? Oh well, he's dead now, so I guess he got his comeuppance, and maybe I'll be able to deal some more damage to that fellow over there. Maybe. Come on now. Oh, really? I'm sure that I can actually hit that. There we go. Thank you. Headshot? Yes, headshot. Thank you very much. Can I get another one? No. No, just shields everywhere. I destroyed a shield. I did kill someone. Oh, yes. Hello, crossbowman. Ah, well. I was about to say hello and then goodbye, but apparently no. He had the... Yeah, he had biscuit protection. He definitely had biscuit protection, and that's not too good, is it? I mean, really. I mean, if you think about it, tea is our sword and biscuits are our shield. Well, I am actually unsure how you can make tea into a sword, but if you freeze it and you put it into some sort of mold, then you can create a tea sword, which is kind of cool. But, yes. Probably not going to be seeing those in quite some time, but come on now. Let's see what we can do with our cavalry. Oh my. This is actually quite... Oh, no, okay, never mind. Yeah, I was a little bit slow in actually telling our units to charge in here. What am I... how dare you. There was a fellow over there to the left that decided, you know what, I'm going to ruin his fun by shooting him in the back. Yeah, look at that. It's square in the back right there. Do you see that? Oh, it's almost as bad as having a dagger thrust into your back. Oh, yes, that's just terrible. Okay, well, it seems like I've been stuck down here for quite some time, unfortunately enough. It appears we're in some sort of dungeon, a hypothetical dungeon down at the bottom of the ladder. That is pretty sad, I have to say, but we actually are dealing some pretty nice blows here. We're blowing them away, basically. We don't have any shotguns or anything else like that, but we are basically making it so that they have nothing to stand on whatsoever apart from the floor beneath their feet and, of course, their feet. They're standing on their feet, of course. Some of them aren't, though. Some of them are very clearly lying down and having a snooze. Obviously, that's not particularly good for them to do that because they're definitely needed. They are definitely needed by their forces, but obviously right now it's not really going to make a big difference. No, not at all, considering we are absolutely beasting through. We are beasting through the battlements right now, so okay, what we need to do is get our archers over here. And then we'll see what we can do. Obviously, I do want to get to the top here. And, oh yes, this is pretty bad. Oh, no, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I can actually be snazzy for once. Shall I try? Oh yes, here we go. Okay, come on now. Okay, now, come on, thrust at me. Yes, there we go. He's not using his hips. He's not using his hips. That's the reason why he didn't get a very deep thrust there. Well, whatever the case, we will be able to take him out and his friends, hopefully. Yes, take them all out. Maybe we will actually get killed if we decide to be a bit too audacious. So I'm going to try and stay a little bit back just to make sure. Come on now, let's go for some overheads. Overheads are the most damaging. Helmets do not protect them. Yes. Very nice. There we go. We have freed up our units from the bottleneck, which is exactly what I anticipated. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. And hopefully we'll be able to get around the side too. Hopefully our crossbowmen are doing a good job as well. I'm actually unsure about that. But we'll see, I guess, once we actually get around there, whether they're actually shooting. I don't think they're actually shooting, are they? I don't think so somehow. That's kind of disappointing, but... well, I guess I can't really expect them to shoot for that long. Can I? Maybe. No, 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 thank you very much. Come on now. Yes. Okay, there we go. There we go. Continue. Continue the slaughter. Oh, yes. There we go. There we go. It's been a while since Beartilt has actually gotten the stains of blood on his armor. And I mean the stains of someone else's blood because, of course, he really just can't get his own blood out of his armor. So, yes. It's mostly other people's armor. Armor? Yes, other people's armor right now that is stained in our blood. And, of course, their own armor on our armor. Yes, exactly. There we go. Thank you very much about that. Now, oh, thank you. Thank you very much about that as well. Well, we ended on 42, and we all know what 42 signifies. Yeah, it is an absolutely amazing number. And, well, suffice it to say, it is one above 41. And it's also one below 43. I mean, that's really quite important, isn't it? I mean, you just got to think about it, haven't you? That's the important thing about the number 42. And oh yeah, there's some minor detail that I'm forgetting. I'm actually unsure what that is. Well, maybe some of you know, who knows? Yeah, maybe I'll be seeing a little bit of that when this is published, but yes. I think there's something. I can't remember. Yes, for the life of me, I can't remember what that minor detail is. Well, we'll see, I suppose. Now, we are getting quite a few of our units in the fray here. Kind of a bit worried, I have to say. They all have throwing weapons, and they, of course, do still have a couple of crossbowmen as well, which we do have to worry about. These crossbowmen are actually, even the levy skirmishers, even those guys, they are dealing a lot of damage. And I'm not particularly happy about that, I gotta say. Not particularly happy about that at all. One of them actually took us out with a 22 damage shot. I'm actually unsure whether... Wait a minute. Is Beartilt's body still there? Where is he? Where did he die? I think he... There he is. Oh, wow, that was a headshot? Wow, that was square in the mouth, wasn't it? I mean, really? Or the nose? Well, I guess he doesn't have to get a nose job now, does he? No, he doesn't really have to worry about any plastic surgery because, well, he's just going to keep his helmet on, isn't he? I mean, this is the thing, you see. As soon as we get our helm back, our other helm, the Pendor King helm, then we will actually be able to survive those things a little bit better because, as we all know, in Mount and Blade, if you have a good helmet, you can survive many, many headshots in a row. And, of course, that's incredibly realistic. I mean... how can you say it's not? You know, it's just one of those things where people survive multiple headshots. So otherwise, we just have to watch the absolutely feeble attempts at our Shadow Legion Marinus units attempting to kill these guys here. Maybe, oh, there we go, there we go. They actually decided to go a little bit further in there because they were being watched. They knew they were being watched by you guys, and they were just like, oh, no, we can't look silly in front of an audience. And okay, maybe they've thrown that principle out the window now. Yes, they may have thrown it out the window. Ah, well, there we go. That was a very swift and decisive victory, and a very nice one indeed. We did lose quite a few units, 31 and 58 wounded. Ouch. But we did eliminate 355 of them, and we are able to, I think, rescue every single prisoner here, or at least I hope that is the case. If not, then I'll have to do a little bit of sorting. But otherwise, I think we'll be okay. So, let's... oh my, maybe not. Are we? Are we going to be okay? Wow, this doesn't look good, does it? Okay, well, there's some heavy cavalry there. Actually, pretty nice to see those guys. Ooh, okay, so we're actually... Huh. Very close to our limit. Very strange. That does not usually happen. Okay, so we have 269, so I guess we're going to have to do a little bit of sorting here. What are we going to do? Well, all of these guys level up, these guys level up, and... Mist Mountain Raiders? Is there anything better, though? Squire of the Lion. Yes, they are good, so I guess Mist Mountain Raiders can go, and we'll get the Squires of the Lion. Sounds like a good idea to me. Some farmers, they level up into Pendor recruits, but is there anything better here? No. Doesn't seem like it, so yeah, that's fine. We'll just level those guys up in due time, and we're going to get a bunch of really nice armaments here. I have not sold yet, which is a huge thing. Really should have sold before coming here, but I was excited about taking another castle. So, let's give this to Lord Frederick, because that is actually close to his other fiefs, or at least a little bit closer than it would be otherwise, and I think that's actually pretty good, so... Okay, we're going to head to Laria right now, because it is the closest town, and we do want to sell a couple of things, don't we? Yes, we do want to sell. Let's head in there real quick. There we go, and okay, so what are we going to be selling? Well, this Legion Helm, we can sell the Siege Crossbow if we so desire, can't we? I don't think we really need to keep it. And what else do we have here? Well, we have a couple of other things, but I guess I'll just be keeping some of them. Wow, we've already gone above our budget. Well, basically his budget. That's pretty terrible. Okay, so I'm going to have to take something back. Probably this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so 2,800. We're probably going to be selling this. There we go. Okay, we got to be careful here. Gotta be careful, otherwise you never know. It's going to go way above very quickly indeed. Oh, wow, only 2,000 this guy has? What is up with that? Okay, well, I don't think we have much more to give, so that's pretty good. There we go. Okay, so that seems good. Yep, that seems rather nice to me. And do I need to do anything else here? No, not particularly. I just need to rest for a little bit, just to make sure all of our units are back and ready to fight. Because you never know when there may be a retaliation against one of our newly conquered fiefs. And Bazek has reduced. Oh, Bazek has reduced in relation so considerably. Wow, that is actually pretty bad. Where is Bazek? Where is that? It must be around here. So, is it up here? Ah, yes, there it is. It was shielded by the training field. Of course I could not see it. Okay, so yes, that is a problem, because Bazek actually was a pretty nice village, and now it is down to neglected status. So it's going to be giving us a lot less in wages, or shall we say taxes, every single week, which is pretty bad. So I guess what we're going to have to do is head up there and see if we can eliminate that vassal. And maybe let our other vassals, actually our allied vassals, deciding to maybe reinforce their garrisons a little bit. I think it would be rather nice if they actually reinforce their garrisons somewhat. And maybe we'll see that happen. Maybe we'll see that happen. So yeah, let's head on there. And they're actually, yeah, they are actually deciding to raid our villages in particular by the looks of things. Maybe. Well, whatever the case, let's move on through Jatu territory. You need to be a little bit careful about this army right here. Yep, this army right here is going to cause a great deal of pain if we decide to get engaged upon by it, of course. And who's that? Ah, that's the fellow that decided to raid Bazek. We are going to be destroying him. I really do not wish for vassals to pick on our villagers, because that's just dishonorable in my opinion. Of course, we did that when we were way back as a vassal of the Empire, but, well, we were just starting off, and maybe this fellow's just starting off, but he doesn't have his brother Bartender with him, so Barman should really just go away, in my opinion. So, yes, okay. Well, he has 69 units, haha. Yes, wonderful. So, otherwise, we're just going to be making our way over here, and, well, I guess we could literally just charge him right now. I think I am just going to do that, in actual fact, because we have so many good cavalry units. I don't really want to allow his archers to basically outfire our archers, because he's a Deshar defector, and as far as I'm aware, he has some pretty good archers, but apparently not. He doesn't seem to have any archers right now. That's actually quite surprising. Oh, yes. I do know that Anson has some pretty bad armor on right now, but the main reason for that is because he doesn't actually have any strength to speak of. So he has about, what is it, 15 maybe? Maybe he could actually get some good armor. Well, whatever the case, I think we'll probably try and give him the armor that we have in our inventory right now. Maybe a better helm as well. Maybe the helm we're wearing right now. Maybe. But I'm actually unsure about the strength requirements of that. So we're going to take a look at that after this and see what's going on with it. But yeah, I think he's wearing some pretty decent stuff. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. As you can see by the kill feed, he's actually getting a bunch of kills, which I've got to say is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't think that's too bad, is it? Is that too bad? Nah, I think he's doing quite a good job. But I guess his offense is not in question here. His defense definitely is. So I guess we'll try and see what we can do about that. Oh, hello there. Hello there, Valkyrie. Or Maiden Cavalry. Yes, Maiden Cavalry. And, oh, that's it. Look at that. We just charged 0 casualties. That's it. Absolutely fantastic. I really love it when that happens. And, of course, we now do get to take him prisoner, which is even better. So, unfortunately, we will not be able to take anything here. Or will we? That's the thing. Will we? Will we abandon our Pendor units and instead take some Jatu? Yes, I think we're going to take the Jatu Lancers instead of those Mist Mountain units. And maybe one swordsman can go, and we'll get that Lancer. I can leave the Raiders, I think, and I'll just take the captured enemies. There we go, thank you. So let's just take these things here. Kind of useless, actually. Kind of useless loot, but I kind of felt like it was a good idea because we're heading over to a town anyway. So let's take a look at Anson real quick just before we head on over there. And what's he doing? He's wearing some pretty decent armor. As you can see, it's crude, however, so I'm going to be swapping that over. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's actually a little bit better. Oh, we actually have something better there. Old Cobra armor. I actually think this is a little bit better, in actual fact. So what's he wearing? He's wearing an Immortal Helm with 54 to head armor. That's pretty good. And, well, the only thing he can't use... Well, he can use this. I'm pretty sure he can use this. Yes, he can, but unfortunately we have that right now. So once I get my Pendor King Helm, which amusingly enough means I have to go very deep within Empire territory, yes, once I get that, then he can have our old helm and we'll see what happens with that. But it appears as though he does have a pretty reasonable strength skill, so I'm pretty happy to see that. Now, let's just level up a couple of our units here before we head on to the nearby town. And then we will sell the junk, I mean the loot, the amazing treasures that we have in our inventory. Yes, they are absolutely amazing, aren't they? So, yes, Poinsbrook. It has been a while since we've actually approached the walls of Poinsbrook, but we have eventually arrived, thankfully enough, and we'll just be selling basically everything we can because it's all junk, I mean treasures. Yes, absolutely fantastic treasure there, and I'll sell his old armor. That sounds good to me. So let's take a little bit of food here because you never know. Probably going to need some. And we'll go in the tavern just in case there's a companion. Kasim is here. I'm a little bit worried about Kasim, to be honest, because he doesn't particularly do anything that good. Like, Adiz, in my opinion, does everything better than Kasim, but maybe that's just me. I'm going to take a look at his stats, and we'll see what's going on with that. But for now, I'm going to be ending this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.